Welcome to Let Me Share a Fun Fact, where we dive into some of the most intriguing and surprising facts from around the world. Whether you're a trivia lover or just curious about the world we live in, you're in the right place. Today, we're exploring fascinating facts from countries you may have never imagined held such unique titles and traditions. From snake-free islands and dense rainforests to ancient calendars and archaeological treasures, get ready to uncover some incredible pieces of knowledge that will surely leave you wanting more. Let's jump right into these amazing discoveries. Norway, a global leader in democracy. In 2020, Norway was ranked as the most democratic country in the world, a testament to its robust institutions and high levels of political engagement. This Scandinavian nation has consistently been at the forefront of promoting human rights, social equality, and transparency in government. Norway's democracy is built on a foundation of trust between its citizens and government officials, with open dialogue playing a pivotal role in policy-making. In addition to its political stability, Norway also boasts a high standard of living, world-class education, and a strong social welfare system that provides healthcare and social services to all its residents. The country's commitment to environmental sustainability and renewable energy further enhances its global reputation. As Norway continues to set an example for other nations, its democracy remains a key factor in maintaining its status as one of the best places to live in the world. Seychelles, Africa's smallest population, big on beauty. Tucked away in the Indian Ocean, Seychelles is a tropical paradise known for its stunning beaches, crystal-clear waters, and unique biodiversity. But what many may not realize is that this archipelago also holds the title of having the smallest population of any African country. With only around 100,000 residents, Seychelles enjoys a peaceful and intimate island lifestyle. Despite its small population, Seychelles has made significant strides in economic development, largely thanks to its thriving tourism industry and sustainable fishing practices. The islands are home to rare species, including the giant Aldabra tortoises and some of the most pristine coral reefs in the world. For such a small nation, Seychelles has an outsized influence in conservation efforts, protecting nearly half of its land and marine areas. Its small population only adds to the charm, making Seychelles a truly unique gem in Africa. South Korea, the land of superfast internet. South Korea isn't just known for K-pop and cutting-edge technology, it also boasts the fastest internet in the world. With an average speed that leaves many other countries far behind, South Korea has become a global leader in digital infrastructure. This speed has fueled innovation in everything from esports to online learning, making the internet an integral part of daily life. Additionally, the country has one of the highest smartphone penetration rates in the world, with over 95% of its population owning a smartphone. The government's investment in technology, coupled with a tech-savvy population, has created an environment where digital culture thrives. Whether it's streaming high-definition content on the go, playing competitive online games, or attending virtual classes, South Korea's fast and reliable internet is a cornerstone of modern living. It's no wonder that the nation continues to push the boundaries of what's possible in the digital age. India, the dairy giant of the world. India isn't just a land of cultural diversity and rich history, it's also the world's largest producer of milk. Surpassing even the European Union, India's dairy industry is a major contributor to its agricultural economy. Millions of small-scale farmers across the country depend on dairy production for their livelihoods, with cows and buffaloes providing the bulk of the milk supply. Milk plays a central role in Indian cuisine, with products like ghee, paneer, and yogurt forming a staple part of diets across the nation. The government's initiatives to improve dairy farming techniques and promote the white revolution have helped the country achieve this remarkable feat. With growing demand for milk products both domestically and internationally, India's dominance in the dairy sector shows no signs of slowing down. From chai to desserts, milk is at the heart of India's food culture, and its role as the top producer reflects the nation's agricultural strength. Luxembourg, a car lover's paradise. Luxembourg may be one of Europe's smallest countries, but when it comes to cars, it holds a big distinction. This tiny nation has the highest number of cars per capita in the world, with about 647 vehicles for every 1,000 residents. A combination of high incomes, favorable tax policies, and the convenience of travel in this landlocked country has made car ownership incredibly popular. Luxembourg's well-maintained roads and efficient infrastructure make it easy for residents to commute across borders, particularly to neighboring France, Belgium, and Germany. Despite the high car ownership, Luxembourg is also committed to sustainability, investing in electric vehicle technology and public transportation to reduce its carbon footprint. For car enthusiasts, this country is a dream, offering luxury vehicles and smooth roads to explore. In Luxembourg, the love for cars is as strong as its reputation for wealth and quality of life. China, the world's rice bowl. China's agricultural landscape is dominated by rice, making the country the largest producer of this essential staple. Cultivating about one-third of the world's total rice supply, China's fields stretch across vast regions, feeding its population of over 1 billion people. Rice has been a cornerstone of Chinese cuisine for thousands of years, and its importance extends beyond just being a food source. The country's innovative farming techniques, from ancient terracing methods to modern advancements in irrigation, have allowed China to maintain its dominant position in rice production. With increasing global demand for food, China continues to refine its agricultural practices to produce more rice while also focusing on sustainability. For many, rice is synonymous with China, and as the world's largest producer, the country remains a critical player in global food security. Rice truly forms the foundation of China's agricultural success. Hey, if you're enjoying these fun facts, why not hit that subscribe button? Here at Let Me Share a Fun Fact, we're always digging up new and surprising things from around the world, and we don't want you to miss out. So, go ahead and subscribe. It's quick, it's easy, and you'll always have something interesting to share. Now, let's get back to it. Finland, the land of 180,000 lakes. Finland is often referred to as the land of 1,000 lakes, but in reality, that number is an understatement. The country is home to over 180,000 lakes, making it one of the most lake-rich regions in the world. These lakes, nestled between dense forests and rolling hills, play a central role in Finnish life. Whether it's for fishing, boating, or enjoying the tranquility of nature, lakes are a beloved part of the country's identity. The largest of these, Lake Saimaa, is a stunning waterway dotted with islands, and it's a haven for wildlife, including the rare Saimaa ringed seal. In the winter, many of these lakes freeze over, becoming playgrounds for ice fishing and cross-country skiing. The sheer abundance of freshwater in Finland also supports its reputation as a leader in environmental conservation and sustainability. For Finns, their lakes are more than just water, they're a vital part of the country's soul. Bangladesh, the world's most densely populated country. With over 160 million people living in an area slightly smaller than the U.S. state of Iowa, Bangladesh holds the title of the world's most densely populated country, excluding smaller nations and city-states. The country's vibrant cities, like Dhaka and Chittagong, are teeming with energy, where people navigate crowded streets, vibrant markets, and a bustling lifestyle. Despite the high population density, Bangladesh has made remarkable strides in education, healthcare, and economic growth, particularly in its thriving textile and garment industry. However, the density does present challenges, particularly when it comes to infrastructure and environmental management. Flooding and monsoon seasons often affect large portions of the country, adding to the complexity of managing such a dense population. Still, Bangladesh's resilience and adaptability are noteworthy, and its people have learned to make the most of limited space with creativity and determination. Libya, a nation covered by desert. Libya is one of the most arid nations on Earth, with more than 90% of its landmass being desert. The Sahara Desert dominates the landscape, stretching endlessly with its rolling sand dunes and rocky plateaus. Despite the harsh conditions, the desert holds a stark beauty, attracting adventurers and explorers fascinated by its vast emptiness. For Libyans, the desert is part of their identity, and ancient civilizations have thrived in oases that dot the region. These oases, such as Gatams, have provided shelter and sustenance for centuries. While Libya's economy is largely driven by its oil reserves, the desert remains a critical part of its cultural heritage. In recent years, the country has also worked on uncovering some of the hidden mysteries of the desert, including ancient fossils and lost cities buried beneath the sands. Libya's desert landscape is both a challenge and a treasure, shaping the country's history and future. Norway, the freedom to roam with Allemannsretten. Norway is not just known for its fjords and stunning natural beauty, it also introduced a concept that encourages everyone to experience it firsthand. Known as Allemannsretten, or the right to roam, this unique law allows people to access uncultivated land, hike, and even camp in nature, as long as they respect the environment and local landowners. This freedom to roam is a cherished part of Norwegian culture, encouraging people to enjoy the outdoors responsibly. Whether you're hiking in the mountains, exploring the forests, or setting up camp by a lake, the right to roam allows Norwegians and visitors alike to fully immerse themselves in the country's stunning landscapes. This open access to nature has fostered a deep connection to the environment, helping to preserve Norway's wilderness for future generations. Allemannsretten is more than just a law, it's a philosophy of respect, freedom, and stewardship of the land. Russia, the vast taiga forests of Siberia. Russia's taiga, also known as the boreal forest, is one of the largest continuous forests in the world, covering much of Siberia's remote and rugged landscape. Stretching across millions of square miles, this dense forest is a vital part of the Earth's ecosystem, absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide and playing a critical role in regulating the planet's climate. The taiga is home to a diverse array of wildlife, including bears, wolves, lynxes, and reindeer, many of which have adapted to survive in the harsh, cold environment. While much of the taiga remains untouched by human development, it faces threats from logging and climate change, which are altering the delicate balance of this important biome. For those who venture into its depths, the taiga offers an otherworldly experience of solitude and wilderness. As the lungs of the Northern Hemisphere, Russia's taiga is a natural treasure that underscores the importance of protecting the planet's forests. North Korea, the unique Juche calendar. In North Korea, time is measured a little differently than in the rest of the world. The country follows its own calendar, called the Juche calendar, which begins with the birth of the nation's founding leader, Kim Il-sung, in 1912. This calendar is one of the many ways that North Korea's government reinforces its ideology of self-reliance, known as Juche, which is at the core of the country's political system. In this system, the year 1912 is referred to as Juche 1, and all dates are referenced from this point, making the current year in North Korea much different from the Gregorian calendar. For example, 2024 in the rest of the world is Juche 113 in North Korea. The Juche calendar is symbolic of the country's desire to remain independent and detached from Western influences. It's just one more aspect of North Korea's uniqueness, illustrating how the country's leadership has carefully shaped its identity on the global stage. Ireland, the snake-free island. Ireland holds a unique distinction in Europe. It's the only country on the continent without native snakes. While other countries have a variety of serpents slithering through their wilderness, Ireland has none. The absence of snakes on the Emerald Isle has given rise to a famous legend. St. Patrick, the country's patron saint, is said to have driven all the snakes into the sea, banishing them from Ireland forever. Of course, this story is more myth than fact. The truth is, Ireland's cold climate during the Ice Age likely prevented snakes from migrating to the island. Despite the scientific explanation, the legend of St. Patrick remains deeply woven into Irish culture and folklore. Today, Ireland's lack of snakes is a point of national pride, and the island's lush landscapes remain free from these reptiles, making it a paradise for those who prefer their hikes without the fear of stumbling upon a snake. Suriname, the world's most forested nation. Tucked away in the northeastern part of South America, Suriname might not be a household name, but it holds an extraordinary title. It is the most forested country in the world. About 95% of Suriname's landmass is covered in lush, tropical rainforest, creating one of the most pristine and biodiverse environments on the planet. This dense jungle is home to a staggering array of plant and animal species, many of which are found nowhere else in the world. Suriname's forests play a crucial role in the global fight against climate change by absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide. For the indigenous communities living in these forests, they provide not only sustenance but a deep cultural connection to the land. In recent years, Suriname has taken steps to protect its natural resources, recognizing the importance of preserving its green legacy for future generations. The country's vast, untouched wilderness makes it a hidden gem for eco-tourists and conservationists alike. Ethiopia, the land of its own time. Ethiopia stands apart from the rest of the world not only for its ancient culture and history but also for the way it keeps time. The country follows its own calendar, which is about 7 to 8 years behind the Gregorian calendar used by most of the world. This Ethiopian calendar consists of 13 months, 12 months of 30 days, and a 13th month of 5 or 6 days, depending on the year. This unique system stems from the country's strong religious and cultural traditions, particularly its connection to the ancient Orthodox Christian Church. For Ethiopians, this calendar is a reflection of their long-standing independence and proud heritage. It's not just the calendar that differs. Ethiopians also use a time system where the day begins at sunrise, not at midnight, meaning their clocks are 6 hours behind in practice. This distinct sense of time is just one of the many ways Ethiopia sets itself apart on the global stage. Spain, the land of bars and tapas. If you've ever visited Spain, you've likely noticed the abundance of bars dotting every street corner. In fact, Spain holds the distinction of having the most bars per capita in the European Union. Whether it's for a quick coffee in the morning, a mid-afternoon snack, or a late-night gathering with friends, Spaniards love their local bars, which serve as social hubs for communities across the country. Many of these bars offer a delicious array of tapas, small, savory dishes that can range from simple olives and cheese to more elaborate creations like patatas bravas or jamon iberico. This vibrant bar culture is deeply embedded in Spanish life, encouraging people to gather, share, and enjoy each other's company. Whether you're in bustling Madrid or a quiet village, a bar is never far away, offering not just food and drink but a slice of Spanish culture. It's no wonder Spain has earned this title. Bars are the heartbeat of the nation's social life. Thailand, the nation that defied colonization. Thailand, formerly known as Siam, holds the distinction of being the only Southeast Asian country that was never colonized by a European power. While neighboring countries like Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia fell under French or British control during the colonial era, Thailand skillfully navigated international diplomacy to maintain its sovereignty. This feat is a point of immense national pride for the Thai people, symbolizing their resilience and strong leadership. Thailand's strategic location between British-controlled Burma and French Indochina made it a key region in Southeast Asia, and the country's rulers managed to use this to their advantage, playing European powers against each other to avoid colonization. Today, Thailand's rich cultural heritage and independence continue to shine through, making it a popular destination for travelers seeking both ancient traditions and modern wonders. From the bustling streets of Bangkok to the tranquil temples of Chiang Mai, Thailand's ability to maintain its freedom has shaped the country into what it is today. Greece, the world's greatest collection of archaeological sites. Greece is often referred to as the cradle of Western civilization, and for good reason. The country boasts more archaeological sites than any other nation, offering a glimpse into its rich and storied past. From the iconic Parthenon in Athens to the ruins of Delphi, where ancient Greeks consulted the oracle, Greece's historical landmarks are unparalleled. These sites tell the story of a civilization that has contributed immensely to philosophy, politics, art, and science. The Greek landscape is dotted with ancient temples, amphitheaters, and palaces, each revealing layers of history that date back thousands of years. For history enthusiasts, Greece is a living museum where every corner holds a connection to the past. Even today, new discoveries are continually being unearthed, adding to the country's already impressive collection of archaeological treasures. Greece's commitment to preserving its cultural heritage ensures that these ancient wonders will continue to inspire and educate future generations. That wraps up today's journey through some of the world's most interesting and surprising facts. We hope you learned something new and enjoyed this little exploration of global curiosities. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Did you already know some of these fun facts? Which one did you find the most fascinating? Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to let me share a fun fact so you never miss out on more exciting tidbits from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.